They're sometimes beautiful patterns in the middle of a field. They attract tourists from around the world. They've inspired conspiracy theories, tales of alien visitors, and some people have even found complex mathematical formulas in their patterns. But who or what is making these crop circles? In the next 4 minutes, let's solve that mystery. First crop circle was reported in 1966 in a small town called Tully in Australia, where a farmer said he saw a flying saucer take off from his land. When he went to investigate, he found a circular pattern of depressed crops and grass in his field. And so the idea that aliens were creating these mysterious patterns began. The first modern crop circles did not appear until the 1970s, but they were simple circular shapes that some could dismiss as being due to weather, like a dust devil. But in 1996, one of the most spectacular crop circles appeared near Stonehenge in England. There was no doubt that this one was not due to any weather. It was a mathematical shape based on something called fractals. Now, without getting into the details of fractals, let's just say that this crop circle definitely showed sign of intelligence. And on top of the mystery, some eyewitnesses said that they saw the shape appear out of nowhere in less than an hour. Theories about aliens got hotter than they had ever been. Now, did some hoodlums go to the trouble of designing a complicated math shape like a fractal? Or was it the work of aliens from outer space? What's the bottom line? Well, like many things people believe, like Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, ghosts, which have never actually been seen, we know for sure that crop circles are real, very real. We can see them, feel them, touch them. So what do we make of the belief that many people have that these things are made by aliens who come to Earth or are beaming forces that we are not aware of somewhere from outer space? Let's look at the patterns. There are several things that these crop circles have in common. They're almost always circles. They always appear overnight. No one has really ever seen a crop circle being created. Most of them appear in the United Kingdom, and they are usually near roads with easy public access. Now, why would aliens need to have access to roads nearby? What about the first 1966 crop circle in Australia, where the farmer said he saw a flying saucer take off from his property? Well, upon further investigation, it was revealed that it was likely formed by a waterspout or dust devil. But many in the public ignored that science and just heard the word alien and went with it. And what about the 1996 fractal pattern? To the dismay of alien theorists, upon investigation, it was revealed that the circles were actually created in 3 hours the night before by a group of 3 very human pranksters. It just hadn't been discovered until the following day. It wasn't created magically within an hour. In 1991, 2 men confessed that they had been creating crop circle patterns for decades. They said they were inspired by the 1966 Australian UFO incident. They also said they did not make all the circles, just most of them. Others, they said, were unknown. So the alien theory was still kind of alive. Then in July 2013, a guy by the name of Matthew Williams, 42 years of age, announced that he was retiring from crop circling due to all things hay fever. Yeah, hay fever. After he retired, magically, the number of crop circles dropped dramatically. Williams even criticized the low standards of the circle makers that were carrying out the tradition after his retirement. Another question we have to ask is, do crop circles need supernatural or superhuman technology to be created? The answer is no. It's been shown that a couple of guys with nothing more than wooden planks and some ropes can create them. The evidence shows that these crop circles are likely nothing more than suburban artwork, like graffiti on farmland by pranksters and hoaxsters. I'll admit they are very artistic pranksters. We don't question where urban graffiti comes from. No one asks whether aliens created them, but we do say that about this type of graffiti. Granted, these patterns take more planning, are more difficult to execute, and they have to be done at night so as to not get detected. They are graffiti nevertheless. And just like urban graffiti, it is made by nothing more than a few people with some tools and a creative mind, and a brazen desire to put their signature on a public canvas. No aliens here, I'm afraid. It's just a few guys with some wooden planks and a rope who sneak onto a farmer's property at night to deface it and hightail it out of there before the sun comes up. Basketball. The Earth would be the size of this pen. Actually, the head of this pen. How far away do you think the nearest star? Turns out there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand